Chapter 1. Eliza. I have this recurring nightmare where I'm lying on a set of train tracks in the dark. I can feel the chill of the steel beneath my body as a light breeze blows across my face. The deep booming of the train horn is deafening as the lights grow brighter and brighter the closer it comes. Even as the vibrations grow stronger, I do not move. Owls hoot and coyotes yip, seemingly warning me to get up, to get away. But I don't. I just lie there, waiting for an end to a life that I don't feel I ever really lived. My therapist believed it was because I felt as though I had no control over my life, no real purpose besides being arm candy to my husband. Then again, she also thinks my divorce was strictly to gain that control, likely because, as it turns out, she's one of the 9 other women he was having an affair with. Truth be told, my marriage was little more than a shell long before I learned about his infidelity. Mean fists and a meaner tongue stole away plenty of years before that particular embarrassment came. What's sad, though, is it wasn't until I learned he'd been cheating that I found the courage to leave. I was more concerned with what the public saw than what went on behind closed doors. You're not there anymore, Eliza, I remind myself. For the first time in 10 years, I'm free. For the first time in my entire life, I'm free. Whatever that means. I shove the past where it belongs and focus on what's right in front of me. The sign for Hope Springs is straight ahead. The population number is worn down so much that I can barely make it out, though I know from my research it's in the vicinity of 7,000. The complete opposite of where I'm coming from, which is perfect. I want nothing to do with who I was before. It's a fresh start for me, baby. A brand new Eliza. As I sit here on the side of the road in the early morning, no one passes. The road has been relatively vacant for the past 15 miles, so I remain right where I am a bit longer, staring at the sign ahead, and the sand dunes all along my left where ocean meets land. To my right, a parking area with 2 cars allows visitors the chance to move across the highway and head down to the water. The idea is tempting, but if the pictures of my new home are anything like those the realtors sent, I'll be sitting beachside momentarily. Okay, old girl, we've got a few more miles, right? I gently pat the dash of my beat-up old car just before turning the key, breathing a sigh of relief when the engine rumbles back to life. The guy I bought this beat-up old car from hadn't believed it would make it all the way across the country, but here I am. Grinning, I roll the window down and take a deep breath. Salty sea air fills my lungs, and I grin. I've lived near a beach my entire life, and yet I already can't wait to get my toes in the sand as though it's my first time. Because here, in Hope Springs, Maine, I am getting my fresh start. No cheating husband, no abuse, no pitied onlookers who knew it all and chose to do nothing to help. Just me, my computer, and blissful silence. With the smiles still lingering on my face, I guide my car back onto the road and head into town. Main Street looks exactly like it did in the pictures I found on the internet. Weathered, aged buildings line the street, a mixture of brick and wood that are beyond charming. The place might as well be the cover of a small coastal town USA magazine, if such a thing existed. People stroll down the sidewalks, smiling and chatting happily, completely unaware that I'm driving in for what is the first, and hopefully last, time. As I drive, I make note of the buildings and business locations so, when I head out later, I'm not completely lost. The hardware store where Felix Bishop, the plumber who will install my new water heater, works, is absolutely adorable, with a freshly painted sign and bright yellow and white awning. The small movie theater is playing a movie that has been out for nearly a year in LA, yet there are few people standing in line to buy tickets. Through the picture windows of the diner, I can make out happy people dining together. A gorgeous white church with a single steeple is the only building on Main Street that sits on the side of the ocean. Man, I bet the view off the back is stunning.